She's an award-winning author, and her books have been named as selections for Indie Next Book of the Month, the Junior Library Guild, and many more. Very popular author. We're very excited to meet for the first time Gin Phillips. She is the author of the brand new Ruby Falls. That's the name of the new book, and welcome to Author's Note.
Thanks so much, Rebecca. I'm excited to be here.
So I like to go back usually a little bit with our authors to talk about kind of what brought you to this moment and how you kind of started your career as an author. And I read that you had a political journalism background. So how did you make that transition from that career to this?
Oh, I think I just realized I always liked making up stories, but I wasn't sure you could actually make a living at it. So political journalism was a fun way to, and an interesting way to still get to tell stories. So my background was in journalism, and my first book was written mostly after midnight, I'd say, after I did whatever the day job was that paid the bills.
But that is really what makes you, right? That's that, like, you know, you realize the discipline required to get that book into shape. I also see that you write for young readers as well as adults. So you've had a couple of novels for younger readers. Do you have a favorite? Where do you really like, oh, this is my favorite thing to write?
Oh, I do. So I mean, there's something really nice about young readers. I think for every writer, you can go back and think with great longing of those days where you first fell in love with books and stayed up way too late and got in trouble for being tired the next day. And there's something really pure and fun about writing for that age group. But I love historical literary fiction. I mean, I like the adult books the best, I think, because I do fall into them a little more deeply. I love the research and the just sort of losing yourself entirely.
Which is a nice segue into your current hit book right now. Just came out, Ruby Falls. Readers are loving it and calling it intense, thrilling. Tell us the setup here for Ruby Falls.
Sure. So Ruby Falls, it takes place, it's set around the real life discovery of Ruby Falls in Tennessee, which is a waterfall inside of a mountain, discovered at the start of the Great Depression. It was a very bad time to launch a tourist attraction. So the fictional part of the story, which takes place mostly underground, is when a group of people go into the caverns with a self-proclaimed psychic who says he can find a hat pin using only the power of his mind. And as the story progresses, we see the connections and secrets between those people. And not everyone makes it out. But it's also a story of our main character, Ada, who's reached the middle of her life and is afraid that everything good has already happened to her and instead finds a whole new world opening up to her underground.
And I saw a couple of really terrific quotes about it. It's doing great. It's like a new take on a closed door mystery. Again, okay. Ruby Falls. You're able to get this book anywhere. Fine books are sold. But I also want to make sure that everyone knows they can follow you on Instagram, right? That's your main social media that you're posting where your signings are and when your releases and all that kind of stuff. Instagram is the best.
That's right. And dog pictures too, if you're into that. Yes, yeah. It's just at Gin Phillips on Instagram.
Perfect. I followed her. You should follow her. Also, she is a tall poppy. The QR code is on your screen right now. It is where you can find wonderful female authors of all genres, including the latest from Gin and Ruby Falls. Thank you so much for joining us today on Author's Note.
Thank you so much. This was great.